Hey, how's it going? Today I have started putting in these trees. I was doing some reading and it seemed like some of the people's comments that I was reading was that if you take a work camp and you only put one person on it and then have that one person cover the whole area, they'll never be able to fully destroy all the trees. So that might be the next thing to try. If we scoot over to this work camp that I set up yesterday, you can see they've already chopped down like all the middle. So I'm pretty sure with 4 people only chopping the trees, they're just gonna chop everything before it has a chance to regrow anything. Just keep an eye on that, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to minimize the amount of workers at each work camp. Maybe I can get away with 2, depending how dense it is. Over here, I want to bring it all the way down to the water, and then I guess it goes up about the same distance. And then that'll be one work camp, maybe with 2 workers, and that could hopefully work. I set some of the things over here to upgrade, so I've got wells. 2 wells upgrading. I put in a bunch more houses, and these are all ornamental trees through here. It's kind of going to be like a gardened path that goes between here, this road, and the road on the other side, which I think has to go all the way around the homestead out here to link up. And I've got the statue going. I put all the gold into the statue. This one. Oh, it's finished. Okay, so this is another well. That looks pretty cool there. Then I've got a bunch of things. I think these are all ornamental trees and garden trails. Getting that put in brings the desirability up through the back here. I don't know if these will get enough desirability to go up into a manor, but it should be pretty high. And these gardens have been upgraded. Hopefully it keeps going up. Maybe as these trees get put in, or I put a bakery or something. So yeah, the goal for today is to fill out this circle around this market with houses, and to get all these trees planted for at least one work camp. And then I should be able to figure it out, right? It should be only like 2. I think 2 people on one densely packed forest should be enough to have a good supply of logs. And then I'll just upgrade buildings as I see them. And if we get enough people, because my laborers are only 50 right now, but I did have every job except the weaver totally maxed out, and then I guess a bunch of people died. But yeah, this is a weaver here. Hello. A lot of unfilled jobs at the weavers. So I might have got a bit carried away on the planting of trees. All of this, like this square, is all freshly planted. I guess these aren't planted yet, but they're planned. I put a work camp down here, and this is only going to have 2 people in it. And I'm just going to try and have them maintain this circle. And I'll continue the trees all throughout here, I think. The only thing to watch out for is this, where the market circle is. Because in here I planted all these trees as well. I got rid of all the fruit trees in here. I think there might still be one to be planted, actually. Where's that arborist? Oh, I could put one in here. I don't know what happened with that. Oh. So, like the sort of internal circle. Oh, I can put another one here. The internal circle is all fruit trees, and then there's the greens and berries and stuff throughout. So this forager here can forage on this whole sort of garden, or I don't know what you call this. What do you call this? Orchard? And then I planted more trees. I replanted these trees. Moved the apiary down here, so it's now collecting more from the houses. It was sort of further up in the orchard before. I took out this road, so now I've got a nice... if I knew how to drive the camera. Got a nice curve, which then comes out, and then I haven't finished this bit off yet, but I sort of squared it all off because it was doing, it might actually do it again, but you can kind of see the path doesn't properly connect by the looks of it there. So this path that was going to the right was curving down, and the path that goes like up was curving to the left, so they weren't actually joined. So it took it all out, made it a bit more grid-like, and it looks like it might merge over nicely. Got some houses, that's all done. I started planting these trees, turning them back on. It's just a pain to go and click all those individual build sites and enable the construction, so I've just slowly been doing that. None of this has changed. I built a well here because all of my compost yards caught on fire. And there's no, the closest well must be, I don't know, this one maybe? Seems like it. And the barn would need access to a well in case of a fire as well. So this barn has been upgrading for a while now. It was the old one, so it only had capacity for 10 cows, and I think when they upgrade it doubles, it goes up to 20 cows. And then over here, this is going a bit more slowly, but I'm getting these trees planted as well. I think this is not super important because it's outside of my walls still, technically. I'd rather have this one planted first. Either way, I've got enough work camps to kind of at least cut down all the trees that are out here. I moved 2 of the firewood splitters as well over here. And I don't know if it changed anything. The travel time I was looking at, it was like 48%. Most of these are like 40s. I don't know where they live. They must live down here because that's probably the same kind of distance. But yeah, I thought they were just spending too much time traveling out here. And then if there's no logs in here anyway, because these guys is the only, I guess there's this work camp as well, but there's not much wood, well, not many logs being chopped down in this area. So if they were putting logs in there and then all of the firewood splitters were in the same place, it means they have to cart everything back into town. And we kind of had this wave of firewood go through the whole town. And especially I need a lot of firewood because these kilns are both using all the firewood to make coal, and that's what's holding these guys up. The smelteries are just, they're out of coal. What I might do, I think I'll do it now actually. I'll put some more firewood splitters. I think that's the right way. I'm just lining them up the same as the ones before, so we'll go to there. I'll just get more firewood splitters. I need to increase logs. Yeah, see, firewood's at 0 now. So I need to increase logs, I need to increase firewood, and then I also upgraded this saw pit to a sawmill. Probably didn't need to because neither of them are really like operating at maximum capacity. But maybe I can get it all sort of prepped. I think once I get these 2 more firewood splitters put in and all these trees are growing, that might sort of stabilize the supply of wood. So yeah, I guess I need to keep my eye on the trading center and see if anyone wants to sell me logs. But everything's kind of starting to go smoothly. I've had a couple of raids show up, and without actually having to deploy my troops really, I send them out anyway just to make sure nothing's really going to go wrong. But they just the walls, this is the only wall that doesn't have the proper, it's just lookout towers, it's not watchtowers. So I usually send the soldiers out to this wall. There's even a bit of a blind spot there. But at the moment, it seems like it's not super necessary. The towers can fend off the raiders. And what I was doing up here as well, I was trying to flatten this out because you might have spotted as I was flying around, my graveyards are getting really full. I think they might even be totally full now. So I can flatten this out and prep it to bring the graveyards up. That's something I really want to do. I think we've got like, what's that? Through like 8 or something. I'm gonna need another graveyard. But at least I can put it in down here, and then I'll move them all once. I guess I need to also get rid of all this ore. Kind of sucks. It's a lot of ore. I might have to put in another mining camp. And then there's still all this ore as well. Like, oh, those aren't ore. There's ore there. What if I'll go into the building menu because that will show. Yeah, so I'm only collecting these ones. I might not even be getting the ones over here. But then there's 3 there. Whole nother cluster there. More. Yeah, I need to probably put like probably 3 or 4 mining camps all over this hill to get all the ore pulled out quickly. But in the meantime, I'll just try and flatten it off and move the graveyards up there. Yeah, we'll see what this merchant's got. Ooh, he wants to buy honey at a crap price, but I could do with the gold. If he's selling logs, which he's not, he wants to buy stone. If he was selling stone, I might buy it. He's not. The second guy's not selling anything useful either. Either way, I can definitely do with the gold into my town. From planting all these trees, like that's just heaps of gold sitting there. The splitters are here. Get them upgraded. Most of that's done. So all the gold is kind of sitting ready for that bit of forest and this bit of forest over here. And once I've got this forest sort of laid in, I might try and connect this corner here around that goes around the compost yards and splice it in over to this road, and then this road can carry on through the forest and connect up my little fishing village, and then that could probably come back around and connect over to this side of town. Keep getting this message, villagers need clothing, but the only thing, I guess I've got no shoes. This one here, the hide coats, there wasn't many hide coats, so I built a tannery over here. It might take a while for that to get up and running. I might even need another one. If I have a look, people. Tanner, I've only got these 2, so maybe I do need another one. And the other thing would be the cobbler. I've got 6 cobblers though. Where are they? I think it's this one. Maybe I should build some more cobblers. I don't think cobblers do any negative effects. No, I could put them over here then. It might just be nice to have a different kind of building. Yeah, while I'm over here, I got this road put in, and it comes over here, and then it does a diagonal, and then this is like the very edge of the market, and it'll just run straight across, I think, and then I might try and make it curve around, and then I'll fill all that up with trees all the way over to here. I don't think I can put a work camp in here. It's kind of a weird shape. It'll just be a decorative thing of trees. This is still getting bigger. I've already chopped down this little middle spot, and I'm not sure how that's going to regrow. I've never seen how it regrows, but that was probably 2 years, in-game years ago, so like it wouldn't be real life years. What the hell am I talking about? But that's been like that for a while, so hopefully it starts growing back. And I've started getting this flattened off. It looks kind of weird, like it's taken a real sharp, jagged edge here. Maybe if I flatten, like, with this peak in the middle. Wonder what happens there. And we'll come and check these work camps while I'm over here. This is the one on top. They've pretty much got everything out of there. It still says they're chopping logs. I don't know what they're chopping though. I'll just leave them. Whether or not they cut everything down isn't really a problem. These guys here, I wonder what they're actually going to be cutting, because does it look like anything is growing in the middle? I guess there's a couple of... I wonder if they start in the very center and then work their way out. We'll go have a look at the one where they've chopped down, because that would be this one here. What I'm talking about. That would be the center, right? Yeah, it is. So they definitely start in the center and work their way out. There's basically like no ground cover here anymore. I wonder what is a juniper bush, right? These are all trees. Tree, 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 tree. So what is a juniper bush? Is it different than a tree? Because if it's like if it's just a bush, maybe that helps with ground cover, which might also help with regrowth. I don't know, I'm just kind of making stuff up, I guess. I don't know how that works, but we'll try it, see what happens. It'd be nice to see what a juniper bush actually looks like as well, in case it's a cool decorative piece. Looks like these people don't have water, but there's a well here, and then directly to the left there's another one, and then there's one way up here. Well, not way up, but like there's like 3 wells within walking distance of these people. So I feel like complaining about not having any water is your fault for not walking to the well. I might have to look into the pottery or the potter as well, because I definitely had heaps of pots here, and yeah, I think I need to turn this off, because they'll restock way more than what's in the town storage, and that's contributing to luxury items. I don't want to run out of luxury items. Or maybe I should buy some shoes. How about I buy like half shoes and half hides? Oh, well, no, I can afford this. I can afford to buy all of that. This one here, 20. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll buy some stone while I'm here. I'll just spend it all. 204. Close enough. I could put some grain into there, because I've got a lot of grain, or maybe flax even. I think I'm using way less flax than I'm producing. The grain is definitely going into these granaries, which is being used in bakeries as flour, and it's also going into all these barns, which I think having all of the people working in a barn, all of the slots filled up, is good, because this is 20 cows. If they're doing 3 a year, that's 3 pelts from every barn I've got. Where are these cows going? Yeah, I think I must have like one barn that's not upgraded though. Well, that's... Oh, I should put people here. What am I doing? Same with this one. I think this is the problem one, because it's... where is this one? That better not be on the same spot. I think it is. I think the grazing area is on the same spot as that other barn. Let's just put it here. It's close to 80. It's walking distance. I think it must be low on people. I have heaps of people. I'm not sure what's going on because I definitely have enough people now to fill up every job and still have all my laborers, all my builders. But when someone like dies, they don't immediately get replenished by a spare laborer, which is kind of annoying. It's good that we're like running at the high capacity, I guess. The thing is, I can probably put some more people into work. Maybe I should get some more flour. I'll try and fill up as much as I can of jobs. I think what I'll do, maybe with the work camps, I should pull some people off. And oh, this is pretty crazy. I think these guys have stopped working because they've hit their firewood limit. Yeah, 800. 720. I don't know where the rest of it is, but they've stopped working because they're at the limit. No one's using this temporary shelter. That's a massive scam. I think I read something that said they only use temporary shelters if there's like a blizzard and they need to get somewhere before the blizzard comes, so I'll leave it just in case. I think everything out here. See, there must be some buildings that have spare slots. But I don't think I can find them without manually clicking, yeah, like this. Because it'd be good to, I think every now and then we run out of like bows. Brewery. I'm not sure how many people I can spare. Is that pushing it a bit too much? 70 laborers? Someone's probably going to die and then it'll all turn to crap. No, everything's going really well now. It'd be nice if I could zoom out more because this town is massive. This is the biggest town I've ever had. I mean, I haven't played this game that much, but this is, oh yeah, this. I upgraded the theatre. I figured I had enough gold, and if we look up here, obviously now I don't have any gold, so it must have spent it all on this. But the entertainment must be good, right? Desirability, 100%. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe that attracts more people. Entertainment's good. Luxury is not the best. Combat efficiency, 105%. That's crazy. But this is good, right? Oh no. They're just happy. Okay, now they're really happy. But yeah, I hope that's good. If we check desirability, I was hoping that it would bring these houses up to 100% desirability, or at least whatever the threshold is to turn into a manor. It must be 90%. I'm not sure if I might have to delete some houses and put some other things in, but well, these are all manors. They look really cool when they're when there's a lot of them. Be good if the snow stopped. I don't think I've ever really stopped and just looked at the houses. It does look really cool with so many of them like right next to each other. I think this came out really cool. The trading center having all the space around it really makes it look like it's a space where you would bring a cart and you would have enough space to park multiple carts. Having a wagon shop there as well makes it kind of feel like if someone brought their cart and they had an issue, they can get it fixed in the same area. And then the fort right next door. I still need to do some decorating around the back here, but having it walled off makes it seem fortified, and having the vault there as well kind of gives it some purpose. And there's now some gold in the vault, so that's cool. Don't know where the rest of my gold is, but It's gold in the vault. I guess these granaries must be... Oh, you know what's kind of dumb though? The grain is going into here, and then they have to send it all the way out over to here, to the windmills. And then from here they have to truck it all the way back. So maybe I need to put some windmills out here. I could definitely put them along here. When I get rid of the graveyards, maybe I'll try and put a little cluster of windmills, 2 or 3 maybe. And that can turn this grain into flour, like local. I've got deer problems over here, but the hunter is on it. This is one of those situations where it's potentially more beneficial to just leave these crops to be eaten by the deer because it keeps attracting them, and then the hunter can just go out and kill them without having to really do anything. Really haven't touched this. This is still an idea I want to have, but I haven't really touched it because we're not expanding too quickly out in this direction. And if we come have a look, what are those bushes? There's definitely a tree, right? Not a bush. But yeah, I'll keep planting these trees, bring it right up, and then once all the trees are in, I'll put the road down out to here. Maybe I should put a clay pit down there as well. And then I'll just keep planting more trees. And I think I need to do something about this wall. It's a really cool little area, but I think the wall's kind of strangling a little bit. It's a little bit suffocating. I bet, do I have enough people? I bet I could spare some people to increase some of the production here. I bet they're out of coal though. Or coal for the no coal. Where's firewood? 88 firewood. Yeah, there's a bit of a fluctuation of like between logs, firewood, then coal. It's kind of going up and down a lot. And if I've got dead villagers here, that means my graveyards are not operating anymore. So can I get one? No, I was gonna say could I get one down the back, but it doesn't seem like it. So it's 12 by 5. I'll prioritize that because otherwise we'll have corpses lying about. This turned out really cool, and it's all merged in. Like, I could probably plant some more trees through here. Maybe I could put another arborist down, and I should do that. That's a good idea. Maybe I could put probably 2 arborists in here and still keep all these plants for the forager. I could put a gate on the other side. Let's crank this up. Could get rid of that. Yeah, so get rid of that. Put in 2 arborists. Fill this up. And I probably still need another cobbler. This is coming along. I think these are still... Yeah, none of these are like manors yet. But it's good. A lot of these buildings are turning into manors. And we still have a bit of population capacity. If any immigrants show up, we can just immediately take them in. Yeah, I really like this, having all this tree cover over these paths. I could probably do with more patches of trees like this. I don't know what this is doing, but more patches of trees just within the sort of houses within the suburbs. I wonder if there's like any higher danger. Will the raiders start bringing like catapults or anything? Because at the moment I'm able to repel the raiders pretty easily. So is this kind of like an end game? Have I done it? So right now, a lot of my issues are coming from not having enough coal. I think this is the glass maker. Yeah, I wanted to put people in the preservist building, but they were all idling because they're unable to work, and they were unable to work because they didn't have any glass, or glassware, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, glassware. And that was because we only had 2 people working at the glass maker, and this is like, what is it, like 10 people can work here? But they can't work because they don't have tools, is what it was saying. Even though it says there's heavy tools here, they need like this one, just the normal tools. And we don't have any normal tools because the blacksmith who's in charge of that, this one here, they don't have any coal. It's just this massive trickle down effect. So I decided to chop out the trees over here, and we've got 2 kilns going in now. So there'll be 4 kilns, and with the new splitters, firewood splitters that I put in, where, I mean, now it looks like there's not any firewood. Before there was like 2 minutes ago there was like 600 firewood. So I've increased the firewood limit up to 1,000. Hopefully that's okay. The other thing is I fixed this road. I was waiting for the for this road here, the one that goes off to the fishing village, to be completed, and then I'm gonna do a little, I want it to be kind of squiggly, a little wiggly road like that, just to merge into that main sort of road, branch road into a main road. And then once I don't know if I could just put the road through and then it's kind of done. Like, I don't think this needs beautifying. I think it looks good being just in nature, because it's the kind of place where you wouldn't really want to have too much like urbanization. This is also weird. I might have to continuously manually plant trees in here. It doesn't seem like they're gonna regrow on their own. I don't know, maybe that might be a bug, to be honest, because yeah, it's like there's nothing even remotely growing here. So anyway, get those 2 kilns in. That will increase my firewood. Nothing's really changed. I put down some smoke houses out here, which I don't know if they're working yet. Yep, they're working. Maybe that's where some of my firewood went. But I figured if I've got enough of the other resources, like enough meats, then we could smoke them, and then I don't know, that increases the longevity of that food, I guess. And I only had 1, so it's, what is this? Yeah, 158, and I only had 1 smokehouse that whole time. This is still the same. Everything's still the same. Just I've now got enough people that I can basically fill up everything and still have enough laborers. It seems like a lot of people died at some point recently, because I had like 100 laborers and now I don't. Yeah, things seem pretty stable. It's kind of, yeah, like I was saying before, it does sort of feel like I've finished the game now. The last raid I had was like 150 raiders, and they broke through the wall up over here because they brought a battering ram. I did take all the people off these work camps because they were walking so far to like chop down 1 or 2 trees. It was kind of stupid. I'd rather have them as laborers. But the raiders came in through the wall here, and then I sort of thought, like, this kind of area is not really developing at the moment. I don't need to focus on it. Get that upgraded. Yeah, I don't know. It feels a bit like I've finished the game. So I think I'll just call it here for today. it feels like I've got no more goal, because I'm pretty sure I've got one of every building. Maybe that's something I could do tomorrow. Let's just go through and check that there is one of every building put down and all the upgrades are done. Otherwise, I think it could be time to find something else to spend some time on. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.